What up, though?
Hello.
Welcome to another show of the Chain Reaction. I sound like Kermit because I am Kermit. I don't feel too good, so bear with me. Bear with me as much as I can do. But yeah, this show. I'll tell you a story. You ready to hear my story? I really wanted us to lose today. I was like hoping, and I just knew we were going to lose today because, you know, the Rams have that thing called the defense, and we got the total opposite of everything that we thought was going to happen. No one expected this. Nobody. I don't care what nobody says. I don't care if you were still rooting for the Cowboys to win. You are not rooting for this to happen.
And he kicks it out of bounds again.
Let him kick it out of bounds. Who cares? Cowboys up 44-15. Who saw that happen? Who saw that happening? Not I, said the little red hen. But we're going to get right into this. We're going to get right into this because this started at the very beginning of the game. To kick or not to kick? That is the question. So if you're asking what's going on, supposedly Dak didn't say the correct thing, and he didn't say he was deferred. He didn't say the word defer at the very beginning of the coin toss. So what was going to happen was they were going to give the ball to the Rams even at the kickoff after halftime because of Dak didn't say this. Well, there is video. I'm going to show you this real quick.
Defer. It is heads. Dallas has won the toss.
Go defense. We want to kick it. Kick it that way.
You want to kick?
We defer the second half. Yes.
Okay, you're going to kick.
Yeah.
So Dak was on the sideline saying, I did say defer. That proves that he did say defer. Now, whether Walt Anderson just A, didn't hear it, or because...
So, with that being said, they played that back because Joe Buck and them found it. And, yeah, you did
Okay.
Joe Buck found it. And so they played it at halftime, and they changed the call at halftime. Even Sean McVay didn't know that this was happening. So there goes that fiasco. It's cleared up. Because, Dex was hitting me up. We were getting messages like, are you serious? Like, did this just really happen? And I'm like, I really don't know what happened. But, yes, they get the ball. Start off the game. We really didn't think that the game was going to go the way it did. Because it started off with, what's his name? What's our kicker's name now?
Forbat.
Kicking it out of bounds.
And I was like, oh, so this is the type of game we're going to play today.
Yeah, so we were like, okay, it's going to be one of those games. But our defense showed up today. It showed up from the very beginning to the very end. And I couldn't even. Is there a moment that you're actually sad about?
In this game, no.
And like with their defense? Like,
No.
Right now. With
Well, there is one.
Okay.
DeMarcus Lawrence.
Here we go.
I don't care how great the game we played today. I want to know if DeMarcus Lawrence is going to show up and be a force in this game. No, 2 total tackles. Again, back-to-back weeks, 2 total tackles. one pressure on the quarterback. One. I mean, they don't even count one quarterback hit. That's it. But 2 total tackles. I understand, defense played good. I won't say great because I think it was just mishaps on the Rams offense. I
think the injury to Goff is bigger than what we see.
But still, the ball's still getting to receivers. The receivers are still dropping the ball.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of that too. But I'm not gonna say our defense played great because we were getting breaks here and there, left and right. And the time we do get a sack is when Jordan Lewis comes in on a blitz, and Sean Lee and Jalen Smith go in on the blitz, and Sean Lee gets the sack. So without bringing extra men, we're not getting to the quarterback again. But like I said, the way this game. No, I really think the Rams lay an egg because I don't think we beat them. I think it was everything. I mean, Todd Gurley dropped a wide open 2-point conversion. There was no one near him for 10 yards. I'm replying to this right here. There was no one near Todd Gurley for at least 10 yards, and he just flat out drops the 2-point conversion. So I think they beat themselves, and we were just on the other end, enjoying the victory and putting up points. But that's my thing. The one player that did show up on defense, or actually 2. First one, Antoine Woods. From the get-go, he was lights out.
Yeah.
Stopping Todd Gurley behind the line of scrimmage. He was getting in the backfield and stopping him. I mean, look at it. Todd Gurley's numbers:
20 yards rushing,
20 yards rushing, 1.8 yard
and he just
average.
got those. He just got those yards. Like I think this quarter.
Yeah, the majority of the game he was in the single digits.
Yeah.
So we didn't beat anyone. I think it was just everything going wrong for the Rams, and we were just on the right side of those plays where everything went wrong for them. We just happened to be on the other side.
Can you turn him down, please? If you hear that, we're babysitting at the same time. Our 2-year-old is right behind us, so forgive us. But that I do want to point out one person in our defense, and that's that man, Sean.
And that's the other player that I was going to mention.
Sean Lee, old man,
came out here like he was in his 3rd year making plays. That interception that he had, wow! Full extension and then the run back. Got to. I mean, he came out and played.
Yeah.
Like him and Anton were the only reason why I even stayed watching the game. Because if the game was going the other way with all the
Cooper Kupp, sorry, fantasy owner, need those points. Doesn't matter.
But yeah, Sean Lee was on it today. He was everywhere. Defensive line, I'm still not convinced about, except for Antoine Woods. If he's when he's healthy, he's in the game. The only time we're getting any type of push into the backfield of the offense. But I've been saying this all season long. Like hell, going back to the preseason, I've been saying this. Our defensive line needs to step up. Yep. Our linebackers need to step up. And today, one of the linebackers did show step up, Sean Lee.
And he was like, I'm going to say half Sean Lee because he was on the injured list.
Yeah, he was questionable coming into the game.
He was questionable all week. And so now he came in.
Come here.
Now he came in and
Come here, Tariq.
and did what you're supposed to do. I can't be happier than what I saw by Sean Lee today, stepping in for go see Daddy. He's sick too, so forgive us. But he came in for Van Der Esch, and he's doing what he's supposed to be doing. I do miss Van Der Esch. You can tell the difference, him not being there, playing every day. I mean, every game. But when you have Sean Lee coming back into his starting position and doing what he's doing, I feel like we can rest Van Der Esch even longer if Sean Lee keeps playing like this.
With talking about Van Der Esch, I think the injury is a little more serious than what they're making it seem.
I think yeah.
Because I mean, if it was just the neck sprain or whatever, he would have been back 2 weeks ago.
But he's had a neck injury before, so
I understand that. But they're calling it a neck sprain. They're not calling it anything other than that. But if it was just that, he would have been back up. But I think it's something more than what they're saying. And I wish him the best. I wish him back on the field because if Sean Lee goes down, then Joe Thomas goes down. He went down in this game. We don't have another linebacker. So hopefully our
boom not going off.
I went off on the defense. I mean, well, not defense. I went off on DeMarcus Lawrence.
Yeah.
Because he, again, 2 total tackles and 1 quarterback hit. That does nothing. But hey, Aaron Donald, same thing, right? So, but Aaron Donald, he'll get back on track, to what. But this is a repeat. But this is a repeat thing for DeMarcus Lawrence. He had 1 good game this whole fucking season, and then going back to go to this shit.
Who's this Colin Rusev? I don't know. There's a Colin Rusev because there's really nothing we can find negative besides this one player. You can only find one negative, and then the kicker. And then after that, the kicker's only done two bad things, and it's so crazy.
Kick the ball out of bounds twice.
Yeah, that's it. And
I mean, we cut Brett Maher for kicking the ball out of bounds.
I need the Twitter. I need the Twitters to chill, for real. I don't know how else to say it, but right after he hit out of bounds, the ball out of bounds, I need him to chill. I need Twitter to chill because immediately Brian's hit me up. Shout out to Brian Jones, but he's hit me up saying, "Hey, they're roasting your kicker on Twitter." And they're asking for Maher to come back. They're asking for y'all to cut who we have and bring back Maher. No, bro. No. Just because he kicked it out of bounds, so we want to bring back Maher, the guy that can't even kick 29 yard field goal? No. Twitter, you need to chill out. After just one mistake, this is what I can't stand. No offense to if you're a Cowboys fan and you're the irrational one, it's y'all that I can't stand. I love my Cowboys fans, but some of y'all just go drastic. You go drastic, and I don't understand why. Let's just be honest with ourselves. Okay, we just made it to 7-7, so what we're gonna do now? But there's somebody on Twitter, there's somebody on Facebook, there's somebody on Instagram saying we're going to the Super Bowl still. I BS you not. We already know there is one. We already know. There's at least one post out there saying we can still go to the Super Bowl. You stop it. Because that post is the reason why everybody hates us. That post is why everybody hates Cowboys fans because they call us delusional. We're not delusional. But Twitter, seriously, some of y'all need to chill. But yeah, 44-21. These boys came out. My mom has texted me saying we're going to keep Jason Garrett forever. My sister has texted me and said, who is this team? everybody. Like, everybody showed up to this game. This man always has been showing up this whole season, and it's Zeke. Zeke has showed up, but not just Zeke.
Tony Pollard.
Tony Pollard, 131 yards and a TD. Zeke, 117 yards, 2 TDs.
But let's not forget about the offensive line. They dominated.
Oh, yeah.
The defensive line. This game was won in the trenches. Like we came out, we hammered Zeke into them, and Zeke finally, after so many weeks, showed why he's the highest paid running back.
Mm-hmm.
He ran with power. He refused to go down. Whereas in other games where if you even tapped him like this, he would fall. This not this game. He ran with authority, and that I love to see.
And this is true. This is true. They hate us regardless. Always have and always will. And that's true. They will. And that's why, like, going back to the Cowboys and Patriots game, that's why it's like one of the highest ranked ratings, because it's the 2 highest hated teams in the National Football League. But if you have paid attention to our show, again, I have said it over and over and over and over and over. If we lose, it's because Dakota is not running. Guess what? Dakota ran. Yes, it was only 12 yards, but that is more than what he has ran in probably like the last 5 games.
Yeah. He see, the ball was not in his hands the whole game. Mm-mm. It was Zeke and Tony the whole game. And the throws that Dak needed to make, he made. Some of them were a little high, where the I think it was the first quarter where he threw the ball to Coop. He left it wide open. I mean, it was high and got him got the defender to hit Coop right in the ribs. That you cannot do. But other than that, it was the running game that took over. Like I said, this game was won in the trenches. So this user says, is it too little too late? Who knows? I mean, we won. Now we're back in first place. I mean, for 3.5 hours, it was Philly. So, I mean, it's going to come down to the wire. It's going to come down to the end of the season when we play Eagles next week, and then we got the Deadskins after that. But Zeke ate good today. Yes, Jim. Yes. He ate real good. He ate well. And so did Tony. Let's not forget about him. Locked in.
Excuse me, Babis.
Not sure.
Next week we play you, Jim. Jim is a Eagles fan.
They played with a sense of urgency today. Go Cowboys. They did. Today was the first time ever where I was actually on Twitter sending tweets during the game.
I was proud of him.
And
doing the Twitter stuff.
Yeah. Then the first one was of me tweeting about Cowboys can't even get the coin toss right. But apparently the video came out and proved me wrong. Mm-hmm. But it was funny nonetheless. But before the video came out, where Dak did say defer.
He did. Can't even get mad at him.
But
did you already talk about? Is it too late?
Yeah. Is it too little, too late? Like I told him, maybe not, because I mean now we're back in the first place.
Yeah.
Because for the 3.5 hours while we were playing, it was Philly.
Yeah. So
now we're back in the first place. Now it comes down to who wins next week, because right now we're still undefeated in the division. Eagles are 3-1. So next week is gonna be tell all. And then we got one more division game left against the Redskins. So it's going to come down to week 17. So it's win or stay home.
Jim, who is going to play for you guys next week? That's the question, because Eagles' offense is beat up. Right now, they have Ertz,
And Goddard.
They have Miles Sanders and Scott, running back. The two running backs and the two tight ends. You have a couple wide receivers, but they're, of course, they're not no name, and I don't know their name. So if you do mention it, that would be great. But I know like I said, guys are really, really hurt. I didn't think you guys were going to win it at the beginning because of how bad it was looking. But that's, like I said, that's next week. Because Miles Sanders went off 122 yards, and that's who we're going to have to stop. They have a 1-2 punch, the Eagles do, with now, like I said, now with Miles Sanders and Scott. The other wide receiver is Ward. He showed up. He had 61 yards today. But mainly it was tight ends and running backs doing all their work.
And that's all. I mean, if you look at the Eagles' history, that's all they've had. I mean, when after TO, their bread and butter has been running backs and tight ends.
Sure.
Right. I mean, but we'll talk about this later. But let's keep talking about this game. So the game's over, final to 44-21. Dak, 212 yards, 2 TDs, 123.8 quarterback rating. And then we held Jared Goff to he threw the ball 51 times.
Yeah.
So he was
at the end.
So Jared Goff, 33 of 51, 284, 2 TDs, 1 pick. He got sacked twice, 20 for a loss of 22, and his rating was 84.1.
Yep.
And
I want to say something.
Go ahead.
Thanos didn't sack him. I just knew Thanos was going to sack back. We said that on the last show. All of us were wrong.
Yeah.
All of us. Like the whole network that was involved in that show, we're all wrong.
Dak did not get sacked once. And that credit, again, to the great, though I won't say great because they haven't played great lately, but the massive offensive line that we have.
Yeah.
The defense played well, but I have to give it to the Rams offense, just a miscommunication on several plays, drop passes.
You're okay, Jim.
Correct, boom. What? Correct me on what?
No, he was saying like you're correct.
No. This offensive line, even with all the mishaps, I still think we still need to start looking for a replacement for Tyron Smith. Tyron Smith played excellent today.
Well, we get these games.
I wanted to shout out to Sua Phillip because last week on that mega show that we had, I said Sua Phillip will struggle against Aaron Donald.
Yes, you did.
No. Sua Phillip held this on. He wore his big boy pants today against Aaron Donald. Aaron Donald was not a factor or as big of a factor as he normally is on game days. But so credit to the offensive line. Like however we played today goes to that offensive line. Offensive line was excellent. Go to receivers. Tavon Austin had the one big catch for 59 yards. I yelled at that one. When Tavon Austin caught that wide open pass, I was screaming. Because as soon as he caught it, he turned around and he was jogging. I said, "Why the fuck are you jogging? Run!"
There was somebody around him.
But
There was
of
literally
course,
nobody around.
she's there to make me realize ain't no one around.
There was literally nobody around.
But they showed the stat by AWS. It was a 17-yard separation.
Yeah, there was nobody around him.
I mean, that's the best in all of NFL till this game.
And I think what's great is his first NFL TD for this year is against his old team.
Yeah,
I like that. It's like a happy ending.
Zeke, he had 3 catches, 43 yards. He was even a big factor in the passing game. Blake Jarwin 2 for 40. Jason Witten 4 for 36. How about that touchdown catch? One-handed, and the ball was behind him.
Yeah, I can't even do it.
I mean, he caught it like this.
Yeah, it was something.
But great catch. Amari Cooper 1 for 19, the one where he almost got blew up because the ball was a little high. Tony Pollard 2 for 12. Michael Gallup 1 for 6, and Randall Cobb 1 for -3. We did not need much of a passing game today just because of what Tony Pollard and Zeke did on the ground. That is amazing. And again, credit goes to the offensive line. There's nothing that this is the type of game that you want to be proud of.
Yeah.
Like the offensive line, the way they played, they need to be
Why did they
happy.
show up though when I didn't want them to show up? Like this is the game.
Because
this is the team.
this is what the Cowboys are. They show up when you least expect it.
Because this is a team I wanted to show up against the Patriots.
This is a team
Against the Bills.
against the fucking Bears.
The Bears.
Go back to the Bears. They said they showed a great stat during the game today. Against the Bears, the Dallas Cowboys defense had 19 missed tackles. 19. Today they had 0. I don't know about the last 3-4 minutes of the game because we didn't watch it, but they had up to that point they had 0 missed tackles. So they the defense made tackles. They hustled to the ball. That's what you're supposed to do, right? So I'm not gonna give them credit for what they're supposed to do. Like what's the name? Chris Rock said that everyone wants credit for what they're supposed to do. Never mind.
You probably already know it.
I do.
You okay?
We had 1 interception by Sean Lee, and he returned it for 25 yards.
We had no kick returns.
No, because everyone went to fucking touchback, and then we had 2 Tevon Austin returned 2 punt returns.
But look at that kicking. We haven't seen those numbers in forever. Can you say those numbers?
Kyle Forbad 3 for 3. His long was 50 yards, 5 extra points.
Just saying. 5 for 5, and 3 for 3. We haven't seen that since Dan Bailey. Oh, I miss Dan Bailey.
But
Sounds.
punting, Chris Jones.
Dude, now you really going into funny.
Yes, because his longest punt was 48 yards. It matters in field position. Look at their punter, 67 yards. He did that twice. Yes.
Yeah, this I was not ready for.
Made Thanos a non-factor.
And
yes.
if you're questioning who Thanos is, it's
Aaron
Donald.
Donald, number 99.
That's our nickname for him.
And again, the credit to Suafila, Frederick. I mean, those big, massive guys on the offensive line. They look great today.
Right.
So looking ahead
Right.
to next week, this is what's going to happen. This is my prediction. Because of the way we played against a hot team that coming in today against the Rams, because they were on 5 of 7. They won 5 of 7 And the last, I think the last 3 weeks, they were on fire. Todd Gurley was going, and we told shut him down. We played great. We're gonna go into the game next week, and we're gonna be so hot-headed. We're gonna be conceited. We're gonna be like, yes, we're good. We're back, and then we're gonna get our asses kicked.
So you think we're gonna lose?
Yeah, we're gonna lose to a team that have to go to overtime to beat the Giants.
What about the Giants?
Didn't the Eagles have to go to overtime to beat them
Today? No.
Monday night game?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So we're gonna lose to a team that have to go to overtime to beat them.
Oh. They did lose to the Dolphins, too.
Who, the Eagles?
Yeah.
Wow.
But we lost to the Jets, so I guess it's not.
Yeah. I mean, we gave just their first win, didn't we?
Yeah.
But yeah, at least we know what's coming. I know what's coming. I'm gonna speak my fucking truth. I'm not gonna shy away. We played good. We played good. I'm gonna call it out. But again, I still called out DeMarcus Lawrence of not being a big factor like he's supposed to be. So
I see us accidentally winning. I feel this accidental win.
If they win, they win. But I think that's what's going to happen. That we're going to go in there, fucking get our asses beat.
I hope not, but I feel something different.
But that's what I think is going to happen. Garrett was in the locker room talking about recapturing the aspects of team and heart.
Oh, well.
Garrett needs to just
needs to go away.
He needs, yes, he does. Every time they showed him on the fucking camera,
doesn't it irk you?
Was just doing that. I thought there was no fucking passion coming from him. And then give him high fives to the players coming off the field. Hell, half the team that didn't give him high fives when they're coming off the field.
His claps get faster. That's his passion. It goes from and then when he's really happy,
it turns redder.
Yeah,
it turns more red as the game goes on. That's it. But I don't see no fucking passion from him. Even if we make it to the damn playoff and we're gonna lose, he needs to go.
At the end of the day, I know. Let me pull this up.
At the end of the day, I know I hate the Cowboys, but y'all have too much talent for you to come down to the end of the season. I know
this. We have said it all season long.
We know this, but this is fucking ridiculous. With a 3-game losing streak that ended today, those 3-game losing streaks should not have happened. Mm-mm. We should have won against the Bears last week.
We could have beat the Patriots. We could have beat the Patriots
Garrett has to go if Jerry wants his ring. No. Garrett and Jerry as the GM needs to go if the Dallas Cowboys ever going to get a championship again. It's not just Garrett. Jerry needs to go as well as GM. He needs to be no part of making coaching staffing arrangements. None. He does not need to be near it.
And I know that Jerry's not really controlling like he used to be, but he needs to let go. He needs to relinquish majority of the power, like 80% of it, for us to even get close. Because we're not going to get a coach that we would love, because either he's made some comment about them in the past, or that coach has made some comment about them in the past, or they're outspoken, or he has already came out saying that he really is not looking into college coaches, even though we're always linked to like 10 college coaches when they're all fired. Urban Meyer has even came out and said he would love to come here if he could.
And he was in the Redskins
Yeah, he was with the Redskins today at the Redskins game with Daniel Snyder.
In the box.
Yeah. But we don't know who we're going to get. But like I keep saying, if they don't relinquish their power, we're going to be in the same boat. Someone mentioned someone mentioned Ron Riviera, and I was like, no. No. He's saying yes. I say no because Steven is the reason we have the defense that we have. Steven is not like his father in so many ways.
But I still don't want any Joneses to be making any type of calls in the GM. I think in order for us to even get back to the NFC Championship game, no Joneses needs to be part of it. The only thing that needs to be part of is signing those paychecks. That's it. But other than that, it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
We need a GM that's going to come in here and gather a coaching staff that can coach these players to their maximum capabilities. But because the coaching staff we have right now, I mean, you see it this whole season. It's a hit or a miss from week to week. It's inconsistent.
It's Dr. Hackle and Jive. Hackle and Jive.
So I think Steven needs to step down too. He needs to step away from making changes or having any type of say in the who should be the coach or GM or anything like that. Yes, I believe that needs to happen. No part of the Joneses family needs to be part of the GM. You hire a GM, you let him be. You leave him alone. You sign the paychecks that they agree to. That's it. But that's what I think.
I don't think that because, like I said, he stopped his dad from doing some stupid draft picks, and so you can tell him. But I think he's not going to be as bad as his dad. But I do understand what you're saying. You don't want a Jones involved in anything because they might get controlling, and I get that. I understand that.
That's why you bring in a GM and you let them make those the decisions. It won't fall on you. It'll be on the GM. And guess what? You can actually fire a fucking GM now.
Yeah, because if
Jerry just needs to fucking resign. Just be the president and CEO. That's it. Drop that GM title. I even tweeted that on Twitter. He needs to get off that high horse just because he created that championship ring teams in the fucking 90s and won it without Jimmy Johnson with Barry Switzer. No, that was still Jimmy Johnson.
That was still all Jimmy.
That was his team. Barry just brought it here just to contain. That's it. That's all it was. That was not Jerry. That was not anyone. That was all Jimmy. But going back to there's not much else we can say about this game. And yeah, you're getting a calm Rusev today is because we played exceptional.
Yeah,
we were good today. There are a few mistakes here and there, but I'm still gonna fucking call out DeMarcus Lawrence as long as he gets 2 tackles for the whole fucking game. Yeah, I'm gonna call him out. And then he even said on Twitter, I need to step up now. And I retweeted that, said, now sit down, be humble. Because you ain't doing shit all fucking season. Now you want to fucking step up?
Now that you're on Twitter, you finna let everybody know.
I want all the smoke.
You just got on Twitter. Back on Twitter.
What?
You just letting us all know. Let everybody know your Twitter so they can find you.
They'll find me.
What? What's your Twitter name?
I don't know.
See? How you gonna say you want all the smoke but don't even know your Twitter name? See? This is what I'm talking about. I call BS when I sense the BS. That's his Twitter. You really couldn't remember that for real?
I don't know what it was. You know, my sister has the same initials, right? So
I had no idea. Just married to you and been with you forever.
I know.
I had
I have to remind you every day.
I know that you and your
Jesus
sister have the
Christ.
same initials. Like, how would I just forget that? Like, I just don't get it.
At least you guys are honest about this team. Lord, Cowboys fans can be super delusional, like Saints fans.
Well,
Look, we have when we started this show, the first thing I wanted to let everyone know, we are diehard Cowboy fans. We will stick with this team till the day we fucking die. But we will call out the stupid shit that happens. And if they play horrible, we're gonna call them out. Like, hey, what the fuck? Because there'll be and I agree with you. There'll be fans out there that'll be like, nah, it was just a bad week. We're going to the Super Bowl. Motherfucker, we're 5-6.
7-7 now. And I
7-7. And accidentally first place.
I still don't think we're going to make it to the Super Bowl. So we better not. How about that?
So if by any miracle we get to the fucking championship game,
might as well just get the extension papers out if we get that far.
Look, this is what I think should happen. Again, I've been saying it all game, the whole game tonight. I hope this happens, or I hope that happens, and it fucking happens. Even if we make the playoff, we win a playoff game, Garrett needs to be fired. No reason for us to be even 7-7 at this point of the season with the talent that we have on the roster. You saw what Zeke did tonight, the way he ran.
Tariq.
He played his ass off. This is the Zeke that we have come accustomed to the last few years. So this, no matter what happens in the postseason, win or lose, Garrett got to go.
Let's hear those.
So that's what I think should happen. Super Bowl or bust, I don't give a fuck what it is.
Oh, okay.
Win, even if we get to the Super Bowl, we win, Gary needs to go. But Jerry Jones will be like, yes, I made it to the Super Bowl, we won. This was all my doing. Garrett, you get extension.
Dex, don't get him out, please. Please, Dex, don't. Please, no, Dex. Because
she has a headache. I can't yell.
Yeah. It's not even just that. It's just, I don't even want to think about Super Bowl. I talked to Mike about this Friday night. I talked to y'all about it, and we talked about it last week. And if we already know, if we accidentally make it to a Super Bowl, we might as well just draft the contract papers for them, and we already know because they're going to be signed. We already know. Like, my mom texts me and thinks we're going to keep him forever. My sister thinks we're going to keep Jason Garrett forever because, we won today. And I'm like, no, we have to at least.
Oh, it's been here for a fucking decade now.
No, we have to actually make it past the second round. If we accidentally make it past the second round, then I'm going to be worried. Come check on me if we make it past the second round. If we make it to the championship, start dialing in on me.
And hell, even if we do make it, we're gonna lose the first round. Who are the possibilities of us playing right now? No, let me see.
It's either like Green Bay, something like that, something.
So right now, it's going to be either the Vikings or the Niners. We ain't beat another one.
Never know. Any given Sunday. Just saying. Any given Sunday.
Dre, fuck you.
Yeah, Dre. We used to be friends.
Yeah, right now this is the Niners. We ain't beating the Niners.
Yeah. Mm-mm.
We're not going to beat the Niners. With their defense, with Boza, But I mean, any given Sunday, right? But it won't be. And it's to be here, so it's not a true home game for us. Because even tonight, half the stadium was Rams fans.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, I hate you, Dre. I do. Like, we just talked about this, and we just talked about this. Like, I had a full conversation about it. Look at that, though. Shout out to the Falcons.
The one?
Shout out to the Falcons.
Wow.
Shout out to all y'all. You know, I know all y'all are listening. Shout out to all y'all. Y'all came. Waffle House, let's see, came through. Came through big tonight. 134 yards, 2 TDs.
Welcome back.
Welcome back, Waffle House. But yeah, next week. What time is that game next week? That'd be great to know. Or actually, there are 2 games. I think they're late. Okay, actually, the next week's game is late. It's a 3:25 game. And then when we play the Redskins, it's a 12 o'clock game. We will be here after both. Live on StreamYard. Excuse me. Hopefully I'm not sick anymore. Hopefully my son's not sick anymore. Excuse me. Hopefully we all feel better. But I have a feeling we're going to win. But, you know, but if we don't, we don't. I'm not going to be mad either way. I'm not going to cry if we win. I'm not going to cry if we lose. Because I really want us to lose. But next week, same time, about 6:15, 6:30-ish, you will find us. Check out our guys, Red Cup Rants, on Tuesday nights. Check out Hodgepodge Show on Saturday nights at 10 p.m. 10 p.m. Eastern on StreamYard. We're all going to do. We're switching over to StreamYard. So we'll be live on Facebook. We'll be live on YouTube. We'll be live different places. We are letting go of Spreaker for the moment. We are liking this. If you have any questions, you know, always hit us up. Always find us. We're a little bit everywhere. But this comment is true. During Cowboys and Falcons, I understand inconsistency kills us, and it's truth. Especially when we need the games we need to win, we don't. Games we don't need to win, like today, we show up and show out.
So we'll catch y'all next week.
Next week, same time, same place, same people. Deuces.